What happens when we're going through uncertain times? The whole world right now is dealing with a massive amount of uncertainty. And in order to deal with your behavior, you really have to understand it. I'm a great believer that you can't fix what you don't understand. So I want to help you understand that for human beings, certainty is a powerful driving need. Certainty means that I need to know that I'm okay and you need to know that you're okay. I need to know that I have a job, I have enough money to make the bills, that my relationship is good, and that I'm healthy and well. And when our certainty goes away, it really throws us. We saw that in 9/11 when people suddenly had mass uncertainty. Will the world ever be the same again? Will travel be the same again? Are we safe? I hear it a lot with my clients who maybe are dating someone who's married or say, I just need to know where I stand, or I need to know where this is going. I see it with people who have a job where they don't have a contract or no fixed hours, or maybe they're acting or performing. They'll say, I just need to know that I'm going to get a certain job. I'm going to have a contract that pays me. So I see a lot with my very own clients and patients what happens when uncertainty comes up, when your child gets sick, when something rocks your world. And right now we have uncertainty. And the thing with uncertainty that makes it the very worst thing is this: I don't know when this is going to end. You see, we can cope with anything when it has an ending. We can cope with pain if we know it's going to end. If you go to have a tattoo, you go, well, I can take that for 10 minutes. This tattoo is going to take 4 Saturdays to complete, and every Saturday it's an hour, and it's all right. I know when I was having my baby, I used hypnosis to have my baby. And I said to the doctor, how long will this bit last? And is this as strong as it gets? He said, yes. And when I knew, this is as strong as it gets, I didn't use the word bad, by the way, for obvious reasons. And it's going to last a maximum of 20 minutes. I can do 20 minutes. So we can cope with anything when we see an ending. I can cope with pain. I can cope with stress. And we cope with miserable winters because we know summer is coming. We cope with dark nights and it getting dark at 3 o'clock or 3:30 because we know that will end. It's not permanent, it's temporary. And what I want to tell you is that when you are living with uncertain times, the way to get through that is to decide that I am the certainty. So let me give you advice because I know it works. In uncertain times, you have to decide that you are the same. You have to still get up, get dressed, have a routine. So get up, get dressed. If you're working from home, allocate yourself working hours. If you're homeschooling your kids, then give yourself a timetable. We know that when our children go to school, they have a very clear timetable. We arrive at school and we play. Then we have lessons. Then we have break. Then we have more lessons. Then we have lunch. Give yourself a timetable. Write it out. Put it on the fridge. We're going to get up at X amount of time. We're going to eat breakfast, and then we're each going to have something to do. And then we're going to have a lunch break. And in that time, we'll put in certain things like exercising. Exercise as a family if you're at home with a family. If you're alone, then contact a friend and say, we're going to do yoga at 10 a.m. together on Zoom. We're going to work out together. We're going to do Pilates or yoga or weights. So the more you can give yourself certainty, the better you'll cope. As a parent, you must decide, I am the certainty in my child's life. Everything will be the same as I can make it. We'll still make the same food. We'll still have breakfast, lunch, dinner, TV time, puzzle time, exercise time. We'll still Skype grandparents and Zoom friends and FaceTime people. And if you can give yourself structure, we FaceTime grandparents at 11 o'clock every morning. We Zoom our friends at 5 o'clock every night. We have these hours for movie time, these hours for learning, these hours for recreation. We keep the same bedtime. Then you will cope better. You have to decide that you are the same. You have not changed. You're the same mum, the same dad, the same boyfriend, the same girlfriend, the same husband, the same wife, the same employee, the same employer. When you believe that your certainty has gone away, remember, it hasn't gone away, it's in you. And that's why when suddenly we get diagnosed with an illness, we want to ask, well, what's going to happen? Am I going to be okay? How long will I be out of action? How long will this last? What we're saying is, please give me some certainty. The human mind likes certainty and is very uncomfortable with uncertainty. But you can give yourself certainty. Remember, you're the same person with the same life. Yes, I get it that you may be losing your job. You may be losing your income. And I could never diminish that or pretend that's not an issue, because it is. But your life will still go on. You live in a country where you won't be poor. You won't be homeless. There are people who will help you. We are all in this together. Please look at what you can do to give yourself certainty. Think of your mind as like a horse, and it's going all over the place. And certainty is here, and uncertainty is here, and your horse is going to uncertainty. Your job is to steer it back to certainty. Think of your mind as like a car. It wants to go to uncertainty. You are driving it back to certainty. How do you drive it? You keep your mind on what you want and off what you don't want. Keep your mind on what's good. I'm here to help you get certainty. You must give that to yourself. Don't look for anyone else. Where's this going? What's going to happen? I need to know from someone else about my future. Nobody can give you certainty as well as you can. It's a bit like dating someone, going, well, where's this going? I need to know where it's going. You have to give yourself the certainty, I'm deeply lovable, and I'm going to be with someone who loves me, admires me, and commits me. And if it's not this person, it'll be the next one, because this person is teaching me what I need and don't need. We can't go to the world and go, hey world, could you give me certainty? Give it to yourself. Then it will always be there. Wake up every day and go, I love my life. I have certainty. I was very ill a couple of years ago, and I had 2 days of really uncertainty. What's going to happen? Am I going to be okay? Am I even going to live? And then 2 days later, I kicked back into, it's my job to make me okay. And I began to read books, and straight away I discovered the supplements I could take, the foods I could eat, the parabens I could remove from my house, the EMFs I could keep 7 feet away from me. And I suddenly gave myself certainty. As I read these books, I thought, oh, there's so much I can do. I am in charge of my health. I'm in charge of my future. I went from what's going to happen to me to I am staying right here. I'm going nowhere. I'm staying here. This is a blip, and I will get better. And I did get better. But if I said to my doctor, hey, doctor, will I be okay? They usually go, we don't know. I hope so. Probably. There are no guarantees. I knew that I couldn't say to my doctor, give me certainty. I had to say it to myself. I did. And here I am, feeling better and healthier than ever. Give yourself certainty in every way you can. Give yourself a timetable. Give yourself stuff to do. Look for what's good about this. And remember, it will pass. I promise you it will pass. Life will go back to how it was before, and a lot of good things will happen too, and you'll be the same as you ever were, loving, smart, caring, kind, because you're unique and you're you, and you have more power to make yourself feel good than you could even imagine. If you enjoyed that video, check out the next one right here. You can also click the link below right here for your free gift. The difference between success and failure is often nothing more than this. People who have success also have self-discipline.